वेलकम टू योर फेवरेट शो धड़कन दिल्ली की। एक ऐसा शहर जहां हर दिन कुछ नया और दिलचस्प देखने को मिलता है। कभी नए इनोवेशंस तो कभी कला और संस्कृति के रंग। यहाँ की हर धड़कन अपने आप में खास है। तो आइए हम भी आपको लेकर चलते हैं एक खास इवेंट में, जो कि खास होने के साथ साथ अनोखा भी रहा। दिल्ली में स्थित एम्बेसी ऑफ फिनलैंड में पोलर बियर पिचिंग नाम से एक इवेंट ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया।
Give a round of applause to all the brave entrepreneurs who embrace the cold water. Thank you.
They will be competing against each other and against themselves too in the cold water. For fame, glory, you just what? 10,000 euro grand prize! Live from old Finland, polar bear pitching, everybody!
It's very interesting and crazy.
I think the adrenaline just kicks in.
It isn't that cold, it's just windy here.
Give a round of applause to all the brave entrepreneurs who embrace the cold water. Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming here, for getting into our competition.
You are all here because today we have the best people from both countries, from India and Finland, gathered here and enjoy this amazing event. So this event is organized by Business Finland, Embassy of Finland, Kerala Startup Mission and Business Oulu. And I am Juha Heikkinen, I'm your host, I'm your hype man. I'll do my everything to make this today to remember. And of course, the most important thing, to make our amazing startups to shine and them to achieve their dreams and do the best that they ever can. But as said, this polar bear pitching event is not just a regular startup event. So this is something totally different that you have seen there on the screen already. So our amazing Indian startups will pitch from a freezing water. So it's a cool pool there inside the sauna. It's imitating the Finnish avanto. So in Finland we have avanto, it's in lakes, like we have a frozen lakes during the winter, and we make the hole into the ice and we go to swim there. Sounds crazy, right? But you know, in Finland, we do many crazy things because we are a bit crazy and we like to do innovative things. But of course, in the other hand, we have then sauna, like the warm sauna where we go then to the other extreme, warm temperature. But yeah, the pitching happens in icy water, and another thing is that there's no time limit. So pitches can last as long as our startups can endure in that freezing cold water. And as said, after pitching, startups can warm up in a real Finnish wooden sauna. We will start, but we will just before that have a few opening remarks to build even more excitement. And in this point, I also would like to thank for our snacks, which are served by Otso Catering. So a huge thanks to Katrina. Do we have Katrina here? Katriina from Otto Catering, she is keeping everyone well fed. And of course, safety is our priority here. We have professionals here to assist if anything unexpected happens. We have an ambulance there, so security is done very well. And thanks to EMSO's group of companies for their support. But yes, now let's kick off the event with a big bang, and I'm honored to invite His Excellency, Ambassador of Finland to India, Mr. Kimmo Lähde-Virta, for his opening remarks. Please give a big round of applause.
Honor to have you all here, and I think because this really is a unique and exciting event, I think. But before we dive into the action, I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank our esteemed partners, Kerala Startup Mission, Business Finland, and Business Oulu, for bringing this incredible Finnish concept to India. Your support and collaboration have been instrumental in making this event possible. And I would also like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished jury members and speakers, Ms. Gitta Perez, Director, Middle East and India, Business Finland, Ms. Seema Chaturvedi, Founder of All Funds and Chair of All Foundation, Mr. Ratinder Bhatt, Head of Digital and Tech at Scient, Ms. Rochi Chadha, Principal Consultant at Infosys, Mr. Vishal B. Kadam, Head Corporate and Global Linkages, Kerala Startup Mission. And last but not least, the founders and entrepreneurs here. So thank you all for taking the time and committing to be part of this session while nurturing the next generation of entrepreneurs. Your insights and feedback will undoubtedly provide immense value for our participants today. Polar bear pitching really is not just a competition. Rather, it's a celebration of resilience, creativity, and pushing boundaries. Originating in Finland, this concept was born in the icy waters of Oulu in northern Finland, where entrepreneurs embraced the challenge of presenting their ideas in an ice hole like just described, or called avanto in Finnish. This is really a test of courage and determination, qualities that every entrepreneur needs to succeed in today's competitive world. And this event is special not just because it's the first of its kind in India, but also because it represents the strong and growing collaboration between India and Finland. As two nations deeply invested in fostering innovation and entrepreneurship, we are united in our efforts to create opportunities for startups to thrive. Finland, as you may know, is recognized globally as a startup nation. Our commitment to research and development, sustainability and education has enabled us to build one of the world's most advanced ecosystems for innovation. Through initiatives like polar bear pitching, Slush and others, we aim to support global startups, connect ecosystems and drive solutions that address the challenges of tomorrow. India, on the other hand, is one of the fastest growing startup hubs in the world. The talent, ambition, creativity of Indian entrepreneurs is unmatched. So today's event symbolizes merging of these two powerful ecosystems, paving the way for cross-border partnerships and global opportunities. For the startups participating today, I encourage you to embrace this challenge with confidence. Think of this ice hole as a metaphor for entrepreneurship itself. Stepping out of your comfort zone, facing challenges head on, and showing the world the strength of your ideas. And as we witness the pitches and the incredible determination of our participants, let's also celebrate the spirit of collaboration that makes events like this possible. Together, Finland and India are building bridges that empower startups, foster innovation, and contribute to a better future for all. So once again, thank you for our partners, jury members, all attendees for joining us this extraordinary session. I wish all our participants the very best as they take the plunge, quite literally, into the icy waters of opportunity. So let the pitching begin. Thank you.
Here, words from Miss Gitta Perez, Director of Business Finland in India and the Middle East. Please welcome.
What an exciting moment it is, not only for the startups pitching here today, but also for all of us who represent the incredible spirit of innovation and collaboration between our countries. Now, I know what you're thinking, you're like polar bears in India. So while we don't have that Avanto that Juha was telling you about to jump into today, we do have the cold pool inside. I think it's 7 Celsius degrees, so not so bad. And a sauna approximately 70 degrees. But more importantly, we have actually brought the same bold, daring energy of the International Polar Bear Pitching held annually in Oulu, Finland, to here in Delhi. And that, in my opinion, is also what Ambassador said, what being a startup entrepreneur is all about. Being bold and taking risks and breaking barriers and, well, you know, being a bit crazy. So I think that this icy water sounds just perfect. India-Finland startup collaboration is strong. We have hosted several events together with our collaboration partners. We have hosted Indian delegations during the Slash in Helsinki. We have run a startup mentoring program here in India, and we have presented all kinds of opportunities for the Finnish startups here in India, just to mention a few examples. So this, what we are doing here today, is just one event among many, but yes, maybe the most exciting one. You startups, you are the lifeblood of innovation, of course. You are the ones rethinking what's possible. You are finding solutions to global challenges and building the future. This stage, or actually we don't have a stage, but the pool with freezing water is your chance to showcase your vision and your passion and your ability to create impact. So to everyone here pitching today, remember this is not about winning the trip to Finland. It's about sharing your story and making connections and building bridges that might just take you to the next level, right? Lastly, I also want to give my thanks to everybody here. So first of all, thanking Kerala Startup Mission. I remember when I first asked them, like a few years back, whether they would be interested in hosting this event, like where you put Indian startups to pitch from ice cold water, and they were like, hell yeah, absolutely, no questions asked. And that's the kind of attitude that you want your partner to actually carry. I also want to thank Katrina is now here. Hey, Otso Catering for your kind collaboration. Thank you so much. We are looking forward for those delicious bites. And funny fact, Otso is actually a nickname for bear in Finnish, so it's a perfect match with this event. Thank you for all my fellow jury members. Thank you for our brave startups, and special thanks to you, audience, because you actually have a super important role here today, as you need to hype the participants with Juha, the rock star, cheer them, warm them, and encourage them. So good luck to all of you in your bathrobes, and thank you all for being here. Thanks.
To the coolest event in Finland, where we combine entrepreneurial spirit with the cold nature of Finland. Yeah, come and be with us. The winners are selected and come here and compete, and we look forward to having you in our community. We've been doing polar bear pitching for over 10 years. We've had over 100 different people participate, and they've come from all around the world. It's a great opportunity to share your ideas. And back in the day, we really wanted to bring out those ideas and help people with those ideas come up with something big, something with impact. We've been featured in media like Bloomberg, Forbes, and BBC, and many other media around the world. And we're really excited to hear about the participants in Polar Bear Pitching India, and warmly wish you good luck. And don't forget that grand prize of 10,000 euros. Bye-bye.
So the jury will evaluate startups from 2 perspectives. So the first is innovation, the second is scalability, and the third is market potential. And jury consists of professionals both from Finland and India. And the first jury member is Miss Gitta Perez. You already know her. She had a great speech for us. Give her a big round of applause. She's the director of Business Finland in India and Middle East, leading Business Finland operations in New Delhi, Dubai and Riyadh. And Miss Gitta, if someone knows what it takes for a company to make it in Finland as well as in India.
फिनलैंड के एम्बेसडर ने भारत और फिनलैंड के बीच बढ़ते रिश्तों पर दूरदर्शन से बातचीत की।
So we are joined by the Finnish ambassador, and we are going to talk about this innovative event, which itself is a very unique. Tell us something about this event, and where did this idea of having a person in this cold, freezing water and pitching for his idea come?
Yeah, the idea started in Finland, in northern Finland, in the city of Oulu. And the first polar bear pitching event was organized in 2014, so over 10 years ago. And since then, I think it has grown and also got it has become more known globally as well. It's been reported by major medias around the world, and also I think otherwise it's gaining traction. It's one of the events that are quite famous actually, and we feel that now was a good time to bring it also to India. That's why we want to do it here, but also of course there's possibility for the participants, basically the winner, to go to Oulu, Finland for the real event.
Is this first time it is happening in Delhi, or the Indian participants are going to be in Finland?
Yes. This event here in Delhi is now for the first time. But and my belief is that it's also the first time globally that we do it anywhere outside Finland.
Tell us something about the startup culture in Finland. We know that these Nordic and Baltic countries, they have something very unique in them. That they have harsher climatic conditions, but they have very resilient approach towards innovating stuff. So where can Indian entrepreneurs and Finnish resilience can meet and create something of itself?
Yeah, Finland is quite known for its innovation ecosystem and being a very innovative country. In the background lies also the fact that the education system in Finland is quite good. And Finland is known also for its education. Happiness is another term that's quite well known. But innovation is really a key for economic success in today's world. And in the last, let's say, 2 decades or so, it has become more and more popular also for Finnish students who graduate from, for example, technical and other university to start their own companies. And innovation is the key to succeed for them. And also the systems that support entrepreneurs, startup entrepreneurs especially, have developed quite significantly in Finland in the last 20 years or so. So now we have worldwide events like Slush for startup financing, which I think have given both the Finnish entrepreneurs but also global startups a very good chance to come together and get to know people who can then provide financing from, which is very important at the beginning.
You have been in Finland and you have seen the startup culture. You have also been spent enough months here in Delhi, and you have also been exposed to the startup culture that the government is also trying to underline and highlight. What kind of similarities do you find, and what kind of you think steps the government can have in order to have this startup thing in an innovative way?
Well, I think several states in India already have these startup, let's say, hubs or systems with which they promote startups in their region. And we work with quite a few of them. In this event today, we have Kerala startup community with us. And I think India really is the place to be now because it's the fastest growing startup ecosystem globally. There are very interesting Indian companies which are are also interesting for Finnish companies, both in the sense that Indian companies can find partners in Finland, but also that Finnish companies can find partners here in India, both big and small, because India really is the place to scale up nowadays.
What are the segments or what are the verticals where you think India and Finland startups can partner?
Well, for many of the startups, I think ICT is the sector that has most of the startups, first of all, and also it is an area where both Finland and India are very strong.
Okay. One last question. Prime Minister Modi is expected to have this India Nordic Summit later this year. Anything on that you would like to share with us?
Well, we very much look forward to it, and I think it will be a key event to strengthen relationship between India and the Nordic countries. So we very much look forward to it.
So it's happening this year, later this year sometime?
Later this year, I believe, but it's perhaps too early to go into details yet.
Thank you, sir.
ये इवेंट बाकी सभी स्टार्टअप कंपटीशन से अलग था क्योंकि यहाँ इंडियन स्टार्टअप्स को ठंडे पानी में खड़े होकर पिचिंग करनी थी और ख़ास बात ये थी कि स्टार्टअप्स उतने ही समय तक पिच कर सकते थे जब तक वो इस बर्फीले पानी को सहन कर सकते थे.
So it's a chicken and egg story for a hospital owner. He wants a good doctor to come. The good doctor will only come when a good number of patients is coming. A good number of patients will only come when there is a good number of doctors there. So the first offering when we onboarded the first hospital, that you need to solve one of this. Either the patient footfall is there or the doctors has to come. So we told that we will promise you demand. Can you get good doctors there? And that's how it started. We onboarded the facility, the first facility. Then from there it started going onwards.
So we started with the Find My Hostel platform, where we were thinking about only solving the demand section where the youth is having trouble to find the appropriate accommodation for them. So when we started with it on 2020, we have been helping lots of users and lots of property owners to get connected. But after 1 year, we did a survey. Is that the only service these property owners needed? Because they are the main paying and or our cash, our money saved. So they told they have been facing issue with the supply demand stuff and these operations and all. And then after 1 year, we have been working on that side. And after 1 year, we came to know that corporates have been facing these kinds of issues for providing a standardized facilities for their tenants or students. So we are right now mainly focusing on giving these kinds of services for these corporates or students housing.
Hello everyone, I am Devan Chandrasekharan, founder and managing director of agri-tech startup Fuselage Innovations. We are based out of Kochi, and coming to say that how that startup now it's a prime model for global agriculture, because all it start from a climate change that is happened in 2017 and 18. Kerala faced flood, and after all that, I am also from a farming background family, and I could see that farmers facing problems with the crop damage, plant treatment methods, and also the soil nutrients also, loss of soil nutrients also we are faced. So the productivity come down to a narrow stage. So I think about every farming practices, everyone following the plant treatment based on the soil characteristics. So I think about how the plant treatment can be done as per the crop growth characteristics. That's the idea behind the project.
टेंशन लेने की कोई बात नहीं है क्योंकि पिचिंग के बाद सभी कॉम्पिटिटर्स ने फिनिश सोना का आनंद उठाया. इस कंपटीशन के विनर देवन चंद्रशेखर फिनलैंड के ओलू शहर में होने वाली इंटरनेशनल पोलर बियर पिचिंग कंपटीशन में इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे और फिनलैंड में इस प्रतियोगिता में भाग लेने वाले विजेता को 10,000 यूरो की धनराशि से नवाजा जाएगा. इस पूरे इवेंट की मेन ऑर्गेनाइजर श्रेष्ठा जी ने इस इवेंट की खासियत और कंपटीशन के बारे में हमसे चर्चा की.
Moi, and that's hello in Finland. I am Shrestha, the talent manager for India from Business Finland, Embassy of Finland, and I represent the special department called Work in Finland from the Embassy. Work in Finland focuses on international mobility. As you know, India and Finland share very warm relations. India is the powerhouse of talent right now, of skilled population, and that's what Finland wants from India. And that's what Work in Finland does, and that's what I do. I represent the Talent Boost program. I head all the activities related to talent attraction, working with startups, specialists, and also students. Right now, this event today that's happening is called Polar Bear Pitching, which we are specially doing for Indian startups. We want them to come to Finland to represent their idea, to be a part of the global startup ecosystem, and that's what we are doing today. It's very unique because it's copying the mechanism called Avanto in Finnish. That means that the startups have to stand in an icy cold pool and pitch their idea. And I'm quite impressed that these Indian startups who are coming all over from the country, from the summers of Kerala, from Gujarat and other states, and they are actually able to stand in this cold water for more than 10 minutes, while people like me who have gone to Finland and have done this can only stand there for 30 seconds. So it's really exciting. We have a lot of enthusiasm here, and this is just the beginning of the larger work that we are doing between India and Finland. I am Shrestha, and I welcome you all to become part of this larger movement to bring these countries together on the topic of talent mobility. Thank you so much.
We are really excited that we have been able to scout 8 startups from Kerala ecosystem. So I am representing Kerala Startup Mission, which is a government agency under Department of Electronics and IT. And we are basically into startup sector. And we are the state which has released its first startup policy in 2014. And we have nearly 6,000 plus startups in our ecosystem. And we have been closely working with the Finland Embassy and Business Finland. And our ultimate aim is to support our startups to get business in national level and international level. So we have a scheme which is known as national and global linkages, where we take our startups to participate in national and international events like Slush event, which is happening in Finland. So we have been able to take nearly 20 plus startups to attend the Finland Slush event, and which is very effective session, and people has been getting a lot of exposure through this event and also getting more business, so that this given a platform where this startup can explore the European market also. So through this Polar Bear pitching, Business Finland and Business Ulu has been approached to Kerala Startup Mission, and we were fortunate to partner with this event. And we have initiated an EOA across the startups in our community and across the state also. And we have selected 8 best startups from our ecosystem, and here they are basically pitching their ideas. And the selected 2 startups will be giving an opportunity to present in the final pitching, which is happening in the Finland.
तो दोस्तों, मैंने तो इस इवेंट को बहुत एंजॉय किया एंड आई होप आप सभी को भी मज़ा आया होगा ना। तो चलिए अब आपसे अगले हफ्ते फिर मिलेंगे, कुछ नए प्रोग्राम्स, कुछ नए इवेंट्स से आपको रूबरू कराएंगे। तब तक के लिए आप जानते हैं कि आपको क्या करना है, अपनों और अपनों का ख्याल रखना है और धड़कन दिल्ली की देखते रहना है हर रविवार सुबह 9 बजे और शाम 5:30 बजे ओनली ऑन DD भारती। तब तक के लिए